What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, we're back at it with another Monday Ramble. Had some really good weather this past weekend. 38 up to 38 degrees, I believe. Woo, felt real nice. I was out there in some sandals, walking in the snow. Sounds weird, but depending on where you're from, that could be cold or not so cold, right? We were just coming off of negative 20 to negative 30 degree weather and stuff like that. So big mood swing for us in Minnesota here. 64 degrees, 68 degrees, whatever it was. That's a big swing. So, it's not uncommon for us folks to get out there and wear some silly shit in 30 degree weather, or even sometimes zero, man. I see some people wearing some goofy shit at 0 degrees, but it is what it is, man. That's what us humans are good at, right? At adapting to situations, right? Adapting and overcoming and things like that. Doesn't matter which part of the world you're from. That's what you got to do to continue to grow, right? Continue to adapt to your surroundings. Feeding up to certain expectations, whether it be from another source or from within, right? Your own expectations that you create for yourself and things like that, right? There's only one way to get better, is to create those expectations and to meet those, and learning how to set better expectations for yourself, right? Something that's probably a little bit more achievable, and not setting like a giant goal that may seem impossible at the starting line, right? Maybe to attain a bigger goal, you gotta attain those small goals first, and like maybe smoking cigarettes or drinking or some other habit that you want to get rid of. You just quit. Maybe that's too much for you. Maybe it keeps leading to not quitting, right? Maybe you gotta do your best to get that number down, or that amount, or whatever quantity that you can go by, and try to gauge if you're making progress, I guess. Sometimes it's not as simple as just quitting, right? Sometimes like if you're alcoholic for many years, you could die from just cold turkey, right? You could die from not having that in your system and things like that, because your body goes into shock or whatever the case may be. I don't know the full term, but I do know that happened, or can happen, I guess. And you just got to do what you can to set yourself up for success for those things. So if you're in like situations like that where you got to wean yourself off, then how do you do that, right? It isn't as simple as just stopping, right? It's like maybe cutting back by 5%, 10%, or something like that. How can you tell when you're really messed up, I guess? But a lot of people they gauge it by like cases of beer that they drink or some shit like that. So I'm not one to judge. I've been there too. And when I was quitting drinking, like from before, when I was younger, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for me. Even smoking cigarettes, not easy at all. Definitely needed all the help that I could get, and I got a lot of support from not only my friends, but my family, and things like that too, right? I think the hardest one was probably losing weight, because people think you're sick or something like that, but you could do it. And everybody doesn't want to change their diet, and they feel uncomfortable around you if you're dieting or something. But you just gotta not worry about those things. They'll just ask you weird questions, and they'll be weird to them, but it'll be normal to you. Stuff like that. So, and I should be going back on a diet too. You know what I mean? I'm going to. So, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I just got to get back to it, man. I got to hold myself accountable. Got to help hold myself to that standard. So we'll see here. I weighed myself a little bit earlier. I was like 267, which is all right, I guess. I've been up to 293 a couple years ago, and I dropped down real fast. I was down to like 245 for a minute there. I've been hovering around this 265 to 270 mark, and been pretty consistent on that. But I want to get down low, and possibly stay there for as long as I can, right? So I'm going to start by doing my best to cut certain foods out of my diet, right? I do know that along with my normal meals, I'll end up snacking, especially on the weekends. That I seem to lose weight during the week of work, but then when I get home, I got a weekend of eating, and I always end up gaining it back, because I'm not keeping myself busy enough, or maybe just because I just have too much time on my hands to eat. So regardless, I shouldn't do that, right? Maybe I should try to walk a little bit more, ride a bike, whatever. My hair looks all squiggly. That's work for you. But what am I gonna do to set myself up for success? How am I gonna hold myself accountable? How am I going to stay motivated? And how can I let those people know around me, so that they can possibly help too? So because sometimes when things get too difficult for yourself, it's good to include other people, right? And it just, some people, they just like being involved, especially if they care for you. So you know you just, a lot of times it just involves sharing what you know, and sometimes talking about it. um you know so don't be afraid to communicate some of those changes that you would like to see within yourself, right? And go after it. And those people that do care for you, and those people that are a part of your life, can definitely help you, right? Or they'll do their best to help you, I guess. In some cases, not so much. So, you just gotta do your best. You're gonna fail, you're gonna succeed, and you're gonna learn, and you're gonna grow, right? You don't learn by getting it right. A lot of times you're going to learn by failing. What does it take for you to get to that next step? Is what the one question that you have to ask yourself when you do fail. And that's the answer. That's where the answers are going to be at, right? Most of the time, it's going to be brutal honesty within yourself, right? Got to be brutally honest with yourself and not overlook some of your actions. And I think it sounds like the easiest part, but it's not. It's one of the hardest parts, right? Because we don't like to admit flaws within ourselves. So, but I might tell you, because everybody's going to be different, right? That's just how my experience was going forth on anything that I had to put myself through, or put my mind to, or in order to get something done in my own life, right? To push myself through, even if I wanted to give up, even if I wanted to quit. And it's more psychological than a lot of people think. So but you got it. You just got to set yourself up with little goals to help you achieve the bigger goal, and help you build confidence, and let yourself feel great while you're doing it, while you're doing something that you truly want to do, that isn't the easiest thing to do, and you might want to give up and stuff, but these little things are going to help keep you motivated. So in whichever way you choose to go, I wish you luck. And till next ramble, I hope you guys have a great one. Peace.